Hello, my name is Josh Sands. I am doing what I'm about to present to you for YouTube, something that my grandchildren and my children asked me to do. I have a gentleman here who's videotaping, and we're putting this all together. I am originally from LA, Livonia Avenue. Actually, that's part of Brooklyn, New York. The Brownsville section of Brooklyn, the Harvard section of Brooklyn. The most famous people to come out of there in recent years are Mike Tyson and Riddick Bowe, both heavyweight champions. Terrific. And I was so poor as a child, I used to get up in the morning and thank God for making me a boy, or else I wouldn't have had anything to play with the rest of the day. I had 3 sisters. I had to wear hand-me-downs. The bras used to chafe me under the arms. It was terrible. I was so poor we didn't even have a sled. I used to go down the hill on my cousin. She was great. She loved it. To this day, she always talks about it. And when I was 3 years old, I started doing lip syncs, moving my mouth to the music of songs done by Al Jolson. That's how far back I go. When I was 5, I actually started impersonating Al Jolson. And it would sound something like this. Rock-a-bye, your baby with a Dixie melody. When you croon a tune from the heart of Dixie. Many years later, a lot of people recorded that song. One of them in particular is a gentleman that had a tremendous influence on my show business career, if you will. And that, of course, was Jerry Lewis, who sang it like this. Rock-a-bye, your baby with a Dixie melody. When you croon a tune from the heart of Dixie. Just hang your cradle, mammy mine, on that Mason-Dixon line and swing it from Virginia to Tennessee with all the love that's in ya. Then, of course, after public school, I went into high school, Tilden High School in Brooklyn. And I worked in a Carvel or 2 or 3, quite a few in the neighborhood. Because of it, I missed out on Sing. Sing is like what Glee is today on television. And I know I would have probably pursued a career as an entertainer a lot sooner if I had entertained or became a part of doing Sing in my senior year in high school. Of course, I did have a claim to fame, along with a young lady by the name of Seal Schleiferman. We were on the Ted Steele Bandstand Show, not the Dick Clark American Bandstand Show, Ted Steele. And I and Seal did a jitterbug Lindy Hop, what they call on Dancing with the Stars, jive, and we won. We won dinner for 2 at Albert's French Restaurant in Greenwich Village, New York. I won a pair of white buck shoes, and she won a few blouses, opera blouses. I remember all that. Wow. You know, they say there's 3 signposts to senility. One is a tendency to forget, and I can't remember the other 2. But fortunately, I do. And one of the things that happened a week later was 3 of the couples that were on that show, on Ted Steele's show, myself included with Seal, we went to Jersey City and we were on Channel 13 and we each won a different contest. I think I won for the merengue, which, by the way, on my honeymoon, which was at a hotel called the Neverly Hotel in the Catskill Mountain region of New York, which also is an integral part of my future presentation. Neverly, by the way, is 11 backwards, and supposedly 11 guys owned the place. That's how they got the name. I got up on my honeymoon for the dance contest that they had for couples who had just gotten married and were there for their honeymoon, because it was noted for that. But instead of dancing with my wife, I danced with a fellow by the name of Billy Kaminsky, who he and his wife, Gladys, and I used to see each other all the time at various dances in the New York area. And we always liked Latin dancing. Billy and I did a merengue, and we were so sexy that they gave us the winning trophies. We each got a trophy. Fortunately, we didn't stay together after that, but we could have made a very nice couple a la the guys on Modern Family. And that was that.